Hello, everyone. I'm Juan Ochoa, more commonly known as Dark 8A, and today joining me is a person who I believe I have quite the connection with, a man who is rather inconsistent with his existence, a fellow degen, that Glacial Blue.
Hello, everybody, and yeah, everything you said is very true. I don't even have a schedule for myself, to be around myself. So, yeah, that's fun.
Welcome back, everyone, to yet another episode of the Lifestrats podcast, where every week I bring on a guest to get to know them a little bit more and get their insights on whatever it may be that they are doing. So, Blue, how you feeling, my dude?
I've had, better nights. Maybe the food I ate yesterday and the stuff I drank yesterday didn't mix well. I didn't sleep quite good, but it's a day off, so plenty of time to nourish that. How about you?
I'm in pain, but we'll get to that some other time. So, um, same as before, Blue. Uh, I have 8 questions for you. Well, I have 9 questions for you, and then at the end you get to ask me one question. Um,
Or two questions? No, I'm just kidding.
no, let's get to it. So, as I was making this interview, I was very confused as to what direction to take it in all honesty. Um, so, let's just answer that right away. What exactly would you classify yourself as, besides an idiot, of course?
You took the first answer away from me. So, like, I would classify myself as good friend, an idiot, and but like in more seriousness, I classify as, I guess, a content creator at the moment. Since mostly what I do is just stream and little side stuff here and there. And working on something else. So I would be classified as something else, but in the moment, as a content creator slash, I guess, musician.
Okay, content creator slash musician. This gives this a little bit of a better direction to say.
Mhm.
Um, so I mean, the wording of my next question was spot on. Then, what got you into content creation in the first place?
Let's say I would say maybe when I was like 12 or 11 or even earlier than that. You watch people on YouTube. I think the first ones I'd watch were actually Minecraft YouTubers, like I guess Sky and all that. Those were just entertaining, but what really wanted me to become a content creator was I guess in middle school, I was like watching more different people and I was like, what it'd be cool if I was able to do this, meet some friends, and actually make a living out of it instead of like doing stuff I see that made my parents and I guess other people around me hate working. So
Yeah,
I was already kind of aware of that young and it's something I always wanted to do. So when I got the equipment, I was like, why wait?
and I remember the whole streaming portion of it. I remember you used to stream off your PlayStation 4,
Oh
um,
yeah.
for a while, and then one day we got you to hop on the Minecraft.
And then my audio was trash. Everything was
Your
trash at that
everything
point.
was
And then
trash. Yeah,
yeah. And then the next day, I just transformed it.
yeah. It took him one day to change everything up. He's committed, but just inconsistent.
Yeah. It's a
Uh,
little tough, but you get
Speaking
there.
of being inconsistent, when you are consistent, what motivates you to work on what you do?
Hmm. I guess whenever it's very rare. I don't know. Like I guess I'm very in the moment guy. Like spur in the moment. Everything good I do is because I decided it maybe minutes before. I guess it's my passion of it leads me like, oh, I gotta get this done because if I just think about it and I want to do it,
It's
I'm
never
gonna
gonna
suffer
get
for
done.
it. And then it's like if I don't do it, I'm gonna suffer for it. And then if I get it done, it's gonna be great.
Hmm.
So why let's do the second option.
Fair enough.
It's a yeah, so it's I guess in the moment passion.
Mhm. Okay. So you've been a little bit more consistent as of late. And I want you to be honest with me. Are you fully back, or are you still gonna take your hiatuses?
Uh so that's a little. I don't even know the answer to that one. I know I'm back because of you guys, Mr. Like you, Mr. Sutton, Kiyoshi, well, everybody in that little group, like Freckles, Seth, everyone.
Mhm.
Um, like I guess coming back maybe that 1 week or like the one few days, like it reminded me how much fun we had together and um how good I felt to be with you guys and how like I felt like I was one at my best moment with you guys.
Mm.
So just to keep that in mind, like I want to stay around and I'm trying to stay around. But
Mhm.
of course, life likes to kick my ass and and this and that I play on a hard mode unintentionally.
Uh, Fair enough. I accept that answer. Um, okay. Let's sort of shift the direction of this. Um, is there regret in anything you do? Uh, Even your inconsistency. Do you regret any of it? Content creation wise, not your life.
Oh, okay. I was to say in my life I was like, well, but in content creation wise, no, I don't think there's anything I regret doing because the things I don't like, I learn from. And
Mhm.
I just end up bettering my skills in either what editing or learning how to commentate by myself or learning what to play. And not really that. I really don't care about the trends. I play whatever I want to play.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like not as so as regret. Like I do get like upset about the stuff I put sometimes. I'm like, oh wow, that's kind of bad.
Mhm.
Um, but I learn from it, and I'm like, all right, let's not do this again.
So would you say you're
So I
like
guess
harsh on yourself about things like these?
yeah, but not to the not in this instance, not very destructive. I'm kind of just like, all right, this is gonna be different. Um, and then yeah, but it becomes like a perfectionist. So after that, so it kind of gets hard.
Yeah, I understand that struggle. You know, the perfectionism of it all. Just it eats at you slowly until you don't like what you do. Speaking of things that you do, at the beginning you sort of answered this, but you know, what exactly do you do, man?
Um, well, I I do quite a bit. Let's say mostly I guess the most thing that you see me do is stream a bit.
Mhm.
I like to stream well whatever I want to play at the moment since I like to play games on my off time. So why not play them and stream it?
Yeah,
So that's the main part of what I do so far right now. I let and I like to dabble in a little bit of graphic design and come up with ideas and share ideas with you guys. And I have even more, and even like Pyro told me once like you have good ideas, they're just way too early. I'm like I know, but at least they're good to keep for for now.
no,
Um, and then other than that, music like growing up, that's something I know I consistently wanted to do. I remember at a young age, I was like, "Oh, I want to be in a band. I want to like play guitar. Want to sing." I did, I guess, 2 out of 3 of those things,
hmm
and then dropped it because you know sometimes depression hits and your passion takes a toll. So I'm barely picking everything back up, relearning everything I have to relearn. I'm teaching myself new things. Like I don't know piano, but I'm learning piano keys and chords and stuff like that.
yeah.
Um,
So you're a little bit more versatile in what you do. You don't just have one thing up your sleeve, is what you're saying.
yeah. So, yeah. I sadly am like I'm good at a lot of stuff, but not great at any. But
Jack of all
you take what you
trades,
can get.
master of none.
Yeah, I'm trying to change that. But right
What is
now
it you're
it
trying to
comes in handy.
perfect? what is it that you want to perfect, you know?
Well, first of all, I want to perfect, being around my friends more often.
Yeah, no, that'd be fucking amazing.
Second, I want to perfect my music. And then third, I want to perfect I don't want to add too many things on the list because then that defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
Like editing and graphic design.
Okay, that's four.
Those are like those are like three things I kind of want to perfect.
Music, editing, graphic design. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Fair enough. Okay. Um, on that note, do you enjoy everything you do?
Oh, definitely. Like, let's say I take a step back look the other day, and currently where I'm employed, I hate. I really wish I could stop working and put more time into this without having like income and all that be affected so much because I need to pay for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Um, but like I love doing you know content creation or even because it gives me a chance to hang with you guys and play with you guys, and it gives me a chance to create something with myself, like my own hands, my own knowledge. No one telling me what to do. No, like, oh, you have to do this or it's not gonna be good. No, I'm gonna do what I want to do, and if it's gonna be good, it's gonna be good. If it's not, still something I made that I like. So that's why, let's say I start making videos. They don't do well, but if I can actually watch them and laugh and like still be proud of them, that's what I want. I don't care of how good they do. I just care about how I feel about my own work.
That's fair.
It's
That's a
gonna
really good
be
mindset to have.
Yeah, it's the job I wanna well, not really even a job at that point. It's just something I wanna do, like, as long as I can think of.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, at least it's the fact that you're enjoying it all to, make sure that it pushes you forward. Because if you're doing something you don't enjoy, like that job you have, what's the point of doing it? But obviously, you have responsibilities and whatnot, but you always have to find a
Yeah,
way to work around it and get the better for you for yourself.
always gotta take care of what you need to take care of. It sucks, but, oh well.
Now, Blue, I'm gonna be straight with you. Um, you are a really good friend of mine. I really do think so. And you and I tend to have similar opinions, similar thoughts.
Yeah,
Um,
opposite personalities.
yeah, which is weird. Um, I want your insight. You've gone through a lot, and you do a lot of things. So, advice on life, man, on anything. I know you've got good advice.
So, advice on life, right? Sorry to hook you up again, just making sure that was a question.
No worries. And yeah, like advice on life, advice on streaming music, whatever it may be. Like advice that you have that has worked for you for so long that you think would be good to pass on to someone else, whoever it may
Okay.
be.
Well, this is a really good question, but um so I have a few things. But I'll
Go
just
for it.
mention a few, like just a few of the few, I guess. Um, One thing that always gets me through, I like a little backside. I do have a little mental health issues. I've attempted 3 times. Take that as you will. Um, and I've stepped down 3 times from all those attempts. But one thing that gets me, through this is I actually came up with this mentality on my own too. Which is the weird part. I don't even know how I did it, but um, there's always another thing. No, there's always another way to do things. So I guess it comes from like a poem from when I was in high school by was it Jack Frost? No, not Jack Frost. What the fuck was his name? I don't know, but it's like the poem of the two roads, like the version of two roads. I forgot what it was called. But basically in that poem he took the road less traveled by rather than the one that looks clean and nice. At first I was like, "Oh, I should take the road that, is the hardest." For a while I thought that, but then I, took a look back at that poem and I was just like, well, since there's two visible roads, doesn't mean you could make a third. There's always another way to do things. Or you can jump from both roads. Like there's no rule saying that you have to stay on both roads. Um, so I don't know. If when in times are tough and you feel like you're stuck, just remember there's always another way to do things. Take a step back and look at the bigger picture or look at the problem and think of the solutions. And then another thing, my dad told me this. Told me I'll just say two things my dad has told me, and he honestly he was the thing that got me through um my life since he was my only parent, and he played both roles, and I respect him like out of like really bad out of that. And
Mhm.
he used to tell me whenever I would get hurt, because I was kind of a sensitive little guy. It only hurts for the moment, not forever. And he also told me because I'm scared of a lot of things. I'm scared to do a lot of things. And he
Mhm.
also told me face everything and rise, which is what fear stands for. So whenever I'm in a tough situation and things, I have been through the shit, and sometimes I've even been through the shit by myself, where it wasn't only my life on the line, it was my family's.
Mhm.
Just those things push me enough just to use, I guess, all of me to solve that problem. I'm lazy. I don't like to do things. I rather avoid a problem than deal with it. But
That is very true.
yeah, I'm not lazy technically. I'm an energy conservationist. That's what I say.
Go
Not lazy.
shut up. No, we don't. No, we don't accept that around here.
But no, yeah. Yeah. So those three things are what I would give back to everybody since they helped me, especially in like the darkest times.
Interesting. I think I really like that insight.
Oh
Just
my god, this thing.
it,
Oh, can you
you
hear me?
good?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that was like the thing was stuck again. I was like, oh my god, this internet.
No, no, we're fine. But no,
Okay,
yeah,
but
I really
yeah.
like the insight that you know, there's always another way. And you know, just yeah, I that itself was probably the I guess I've related to it the most. So
hmm
interesting.
And yeah, knowing the stuff you told me, it's kind of like we live somewhat similar things.
Yeah, which the podcast may or may never know.
Yeah.
So we're reaching the end here. Um, Last question. Who would you like to see me interview?
Okay, so I actually do have a guy. I know, kind of like was quiet about it. I was like, oh, I know the perfect person. You're like, huh? Um, People call him Mayu. I'm pretty sure you know of him. He's actually the guy who did my profile picture and like most of my emotes.
No.
He's a really good guy. Has a lot of good messages in his work, which I like.
Mhm.
I really like because that's what I try to do, especially with, like mental health.
Yeah.
And so his artwork does similar to that. And his Instagram is actually MQTTEU. Of course, I'll send that to you later also.
Hmm.
But good guy and amazing work. So I would like to see you pick at his brain since you know usually he fights for a good cause.
Interesting. Well, I do know him. I've known him for quite some time. I haven't interacted with him as of late, but it would be interesting to interview him. Now, finally, the moment you've been waiting for.
I think you've been waiting for it more.
Yes, I have, because I'm curious as to what idiocy you're gonna bring onto the table today. So, Blue, we have one question that you may ask me. What is your question?
Hold on, I gotta flip a coin to see if I'm gonna do serious or not serious.
Choose wisely.
So,
I don't like
um,
this.
how do you
Huh?
like the? No, I'm just kidding. Uh,
Get out of here.
okay, no. My serious question was, oh, by the way, I didn't get serious. I got joke, but I'm gonna, say screw that.
Okay.
And what do you think you're? Oh no, that's not the way to put it. What is your end goal? Like, what do you want to end up doing? No, not that. Where do you see yourself at the end? There we go. Of
Where
this
do I see
long,
myself in the end?
yeah, with this long journey we're, going down.
If we're talking content creation wise,
Actually, not just that.
oh, oh,
Oh, want to know more? I know I have a little insight of what you already do. I just want to see where you see yourself at the end.
the thing is, so here's a little insight on me. I like to plan things ahead. I really do.
Mm.
I'm a perfectionist, as a lot of people know, and one of the things that I believe has affected me so much as planning things out. For example, before Infinitely Simple, before Dark 8A, well, Dark 8A was always the thing, but Dark 8A was part of OCDA, a company that I had with a few other friends. And I feel that my want to polish that sort of ruined it all. And I don't want to do the same thing with Infinitely Simple, as Infinitely Simple is something that I want to grow exponentially, um, as something to help people. And I feel like this podcast is sort of similar to that and ties into it. But to answer your question in a more direct manner, Blue, um, at the end of it all, I see myself content.
Mm.
I feel as though where I end up in life, in content creation, in my career, in my business, in everything, I'm going to be content for the pure reason of I've been enjoying it this entire time, and I plan to do that from here on out. The point of it all
On
was to hang out with my friends and have a good time and, build something off of that. And I've been doing that perfectly so far, and I have no intention of stopping.
And I really love that answer because I mean, there's a difference between being content and being successful.
Yeah.
Con- Successful doesn't mean you're always content, and it could also mean you're not happy either.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I heard the answer content because we're here to live, I guess, the life we meant best for us, and we want to live it comfortably.
Yeah, exactly.
S- Yeah, so I really do enjoy that answer. And then yeah, I just want to let people know there is a difference between content and success.
Most definitely. And
And I
that is why I chose content. Because even if I'm not successful, I want to be content with my life.
and I totally agree.
Now, just out of curiosity, what the fuck was the joke question?
Well, there was two. I couldn't decide which one.
Say them
Like,
both. I'm not answering them. Just say them both.
okay. So how about them Packers? And
I
then
hate you.
What kind of syrup do you like in your pancakes?
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and making it to the end of this podcast. I really do appreciate you all who ended up sticking through this all. Thank
Are
you,
you a
Blue,
waffle
for
guy?
coming on out. Thank you for
I think you're a
coming on
waffle.
out, Blue. I really appreciate you. This was really fun. I enjoyed it.
I think you're a waffle guy.
You can go ahead and check out Blue on Twitch. Also be linking his Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter.
Oh, thanks,
Um,
man.
and maybe soon enough I'll be using some music of his for some of these videos. Who knows? We'll see.
We'll
Um,
see.
but no, yeah, follow me everywhere else on life due to the fact that I'm trying to be consistent everywhere else. Not only that, but this is the first time I bring it up. Infinitely Simple. It currently is a brand of clothing that I have made along with Lily's, and I've managed to get Blue and King the First on it, and a design of Blue's is on there. So definitely go check that out. I'll also be linking that in the description. But other than that, I hope everyone has a wonderful day.
Bye.
Bye bye.